Hey guys, we're officially alive. This is my first podcast. I'm officially back in the studio. With me is the other side. With me is the Crypto Daily, old pal, and the best YouTuber in crypto. My personal best, and I'm just gonna check the stream quality in 1 second, and then we're gonna get right into the good stuff. I mean, we were gonna just get on a phone call and catch up, and I was like, yeah, let's just do a podcast because people are super depressed. I'm a little bit depressed. No, we all are, and yeah, I'll just maybe we can cheer you guys up. Maybe it'll just make you more depressed, but let's have some fun.
Yeah, literally. I was checking in on you to see if you were okay. Literally, like I'm not even joking. I want to see if you're doing all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
actually,
you roped me into this.
I remember like back in February, I was depressed, man. Because like that was the first time I saw my net worth drop. Was it like the last week of January or something? Like I saw my net worth, my entire portfolio drop over 50% in like a matter of days, and man, was I heartbroken. What I was like, because in January we all had that feeling that, man, I got this. I am the expert. Like greed was upon us all, and we all thought we were so smart. We were making all this money, and it's like, the world cannot live up to us because we are the shit. But and then the reality hits you like a couple days later, and then you get depressed. So, and the same thing just happened yesterday or a couple days ago. My net worth halved again, but this time I could not care less. How do you feel?
Kind of the opposite, actually. So in February, I didn't really care too much, and then I don't know. I don't think any market activity has really got to me more so than what we've seen in the last few days. I'm not sure why that is. But I guess it was the timing, right? Because everyone expected something to happen after so many weeks of stability. They expected a breakout in either direction. But if you're looking at the cards on the table and you were looking at backed futures and you were looking at an ETF, maybe approval in February, then you would have thought chances are 51%, 55, 60% that it would go up than down. But at the same time, I know a lot of technical analysts have been calling for a sharp and steady recall for a long time now. But I had faith. And so I guess that's why it hurt more so than ever before.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'm not sure if you've seen the Slack channel of you're both part of. I had a channel #church created for the lulz.
I'm not in it.
Oh, you should be. It's where we all make our beautiful confessions of how good traders we are and how much money we actually lost. But by the way, shout out to Mez in the live chat. No, we will not be talking specifically about details of projects. I can update you guys later when I'm doing a live stream by myself. Right now, just chilling out. It's not really financial advice. It never was, but like right now, it's specifically not financial advice because I just want to have a good time with my friend over here and talk about some crypto stuff, because we were just talking about crypto stuff anyway on a phone call, so we might as well just give it to the world. This is our small gift. But so far it's kind of boring. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if there's a fun shit to talk about. By the way, I got a new haircut. That was the main reason I wanted to live stream, to be honest.
Yeah, I got one too. So. Perfect timing.
For a second, I thought you were copying my style, but I put my hair up because you're kind of letting the middle part grow and trimming the sides, but mine's more exaggerated, I guess. I'm just more hardcore.
Yeah, I got a big forehead. I need to cover it.
You know, it's funny how, like, you know, in a real world business, I don't think I would be able to wear this with a suit, but in reality, nobody really cares. It's your own personal life should not interfere with work, and you should just be who you are. And I'm actually thinking about being a lot more honest about my personal life on videos. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yes and no. I think it's important that the person that you portray online is likable. And if you're too honest to the point where he's not, then you need to lie. But if you can maintain both, sure, why not?
Mez is asking which coins we buy during this dip, and I will let that slip. We can talk about crypto in that way, but I'm seriously like liking Steam price right now. I haven't pulled a trigger yet, but since I don't really have much money left, but as soon as I get my hands on more money, might just drop it into Steam like a gambling addict. Oh yeah, you're welcome for the live stream. Thanks for chatting. All comments are welcome to spice up this conversation. As if we're not spicy enough with this cool hair. Going back to the conversation you were saying, I just gotta give my personal 2 cents that don't people like the vulnerability? Like, because let's be honest, we're not perfect. You and me lost a shit ton of money, like over and over again. Like I think you could write a book about the losses I made. I mean, yes, I did have some really good moves which paid for everything else. Like beautiful moves, like a vibe, which you sadly missed. I'm gonna press on that. I'm gonna press that button, bro. Vibe was my best return ever.
Was one of the top 10 ICOs of all time. So
really, was it?
Definitely. I saw the biggest gainers of 2017, 2018. I think Vibe was like number 3 or 4 at some point. It was crazy.
Guess who just commented? The good old in it for the money, Asgard. Have you met him actually?
Yeah, we met in LA.
Was I there when you guys met? I don't remember. When was it?
Yes, you were.
Was that? Oh damn, my memory is really bad. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Asgard. Were we at his place?
No, no. We were doing a meetup on the beach. And then we went for some food
I was too busy live streaming and I missed everything. I was trying to live stream the meetup.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remembered? Oh, my God. I set up the camera in the wrong place.
We split up from you.
Scattered.
We lost you.
You guys were acting like I'm not part of the group because, you know, guys didn't want to interfere.
Yeah, no, I felt guilty, man.
You guys didn't want to interfere, but the whole point was for you guys to interfere. And it's like people are like, oh, no, he's live streaming. Let him do his thing. I'm like, no, it was meant for you guys. He was commenting that there's a new style called business street. In parentheses, I invented it, referring to him. You can wear that with any haircut and a hoodie. That's some good advice. I might consider that. I might just stay like this. Would you get on a business call dressed like this?
Would I?
Yeah. If it was like $1 million deal, would you get dressed like this?
For all business calls currently, I dress like this, so I don't know. I really don't.
Do you have any business calls? No offense.
I have a suit. I do. Fiat Daily wears a suit, right? Well, that suit's pretty old. It's like 4 or 5 years old. I don't wear that one outside, but I've also been rolling around with it for some videos with Fiat Daily, so it hasn't held up the best.
What was your last Fiat Daily video? I'm sure people missed it.
Because that video got 40,000 views. It was entitled My Last Video, and it was he was performing for Britain's Got Talent.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, I think that was his last one.
Yeah,
it was his last outing.
So any spoilers? Should we expect him in the following seasons, in this next season finale, in some great battle, or will he get resurrected and then get killed again for the lulz?
Oh, he's not dead.
We should kill him.
It was My Last Video. I titled it that because it was going to be for a while. But I like the continuity. I like that he's been to university. He tried to do this. I like the story that he's going through. I haven't thought of a new edition. I'll just say that it's really hard to write for him because I feel so strongly about the character.
You should hard fork yourself into a separate channel.
What? Add to what?
You should hard fork yourself into a separate channel.
Yeah, they have another channel that also does Fiat Daily.
Yeah,
it's kind of easy.
You should call it Crypto Daily Cash.
Hey, you can do it. You can get some sunglasses and a suit, but your mustache is brown, and he's Cash Daily.
Oh god, I just spilled some water. What a surprise! Hi guys. Hey, Alexander Rasiri. I was probably close enough. Yeah, you feel free to drop any questions you guys might have for the great, for the amazing, for the legend of crypto, and I think you are the future of crypto YouTube.
I appreciate that.
Because crypto is just, the people in crypto are just not fucking serious. No, like I have a really hard time imagining somebody who's just serious and boring being in crypto, and you are the perfect like example of people we need more of, and that like, we already have, but like this is what people strive to be in crypto, like you, just cool and kind of smart.
I wonder because I don't know, I haven't seen a good impersonator of me or someone that copies what I do to the same degree. So I don't know. It's almost as if I feel like I'm my own sort of renegade and everyone else is kind of doing their own thing, and I'm like quite different. You know, I've seen some people start copying intros. Not that they're live intros, they're like funny videos that they've voiceovers and stuff that do every video now. I've seen that, but I haven't seen anyone else quite try and adopt what I do. So I don't know. I wonder what the opinion is of the other people, other content creators in the space about me, about what I do. Because a lot of them do well just talking about websites, just having the websites open. No even video for some of them. They can just get away with looking at the websites, giving their opinion, and they're very popular. Like there's some that do that get better views than me. And I don't know.
Really? Is there anybody who gets more views than you right now?
Similar to a little bit better. Yeah, there's a couple channels, like one or two.
Like
for what appears to be far less effort. I can't be certain. Maybe they spend a really long time in just thinking about what they're going to say. But you know, they're very well received. They're very liked, and so I don't know. But you know, I worked really hard on my stuff. But at the end of the day, I make content that I feel good about making, that I'm happy to make. So even if it gets views or even if it doesn't, because I enjoyed making it, I don't care. So it doesn't affect me. Like a lot of YouTubers lost a lot of views this year, but I'm okay because I'm doing content that makes me happy, so I'm good. I don't know if it's the best thing. I don't know. I like to think so, but other people are very popular with their own thing. So,
can you name the people you're talking about right now?
Some guys that do really, really well at the moment are the Modern Investor. He's come a long way. He gets really great views. You know, his insights are good. I don't mean to like diss anyone right now. Who else? Altcoin Daily gets really good views. Same sort of premise.
Sounds like a ripoff.
Well, when I started, calling myself crypto something was like kind of original, and now it's just like you're so generic, crypto something. I don't care what it is after that. It's super generic. But yeah, not when I started.
Yeah, it was about this time last year, right? When is your 1 year anniversary?
Was it this time last year? It was a little bit longer, maybe a year and a half ago.
It was about this time I subscribed to you.
Are you still subbed?
Of course. I watch every single one of your videos.
Did you watch the video where I said crypto is dead and that I transitioned to a product review channel?
I lulled so hard. That's like a day ago or so. Oh my god, I died. Yeah. I died.
Man.
It's the ledger joke. Like you can put your useless stuff here. Like the ledger you'll never use again, or just hang yourself on this hook. Oh
man, I had a lot of fun making that.
Yeah, but
and I think a lot of like that video for the first time at one point I saw 1,000 likes and 5 dislikes, which was like a 99.9. It's actually considered 100% like to dislike ratio by YouTube. So it was very well received, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. That kind of thing motivates me. If I make a video where I just talk and I feel it was boring, I hate it. I struggle to edit it. I don't know. I'm so hard on myself like that.
Yourself? You don't like outsource that stuff? I mean, you don't have to share this information if you don't want to.
No. No, this is interesting. I wanted to. I have hired someone, and I literally today. Okay, it kind of eats me up actually. Literally today, I had to let him go. I can't. If the market was doing better, I could afford him, but I can't. The market's bleeding so much, I can't afford him right now. Maybe next year, but you know, I was training him up, and he was watching me edit, and he was learning. But no, not until things recover. I'm editing myself, which may or may not be for the best because I am so demanding. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if someone else could take over for me and let me be satisfied with it. Yeah. I don't know.
A big issue with companies trying to scale. I mean, there's just a small piece of business advice I've randomly floated in my head because I just love this stuff. Is that, well, a big issue with companies trying to scale is not trusting other people to do your work. Because if you just, I mean, yeah, like there's always a saying, if you want something done correctly, do it yourself. But like if you want to scale, if you want to be actually huge, you gotta trust other people to do the work for you. You can't do everything yourself. It's not humanly possible.
I know. The way I approach YouTube, the way I approach my channel is absolutely not the best thing for it. If I cared less, it would be better. I would do more videos. There's some days where I'm like, I don't like what I've written. I'm not putting it out there. Even though technically I should have put it out there. It'll get more watch time. My videos would be 30 minutes rather than 5 just to promote the YouTube algorithm of watch time. There's so many things that I do wrong. If I'm trying to scale, I know that it's like my business is my baby, and you shouldn't have that relationship with your business. You know, it's like trading. You shouldn't be too emotional. I am way too emotional. I get that.
And we're getting trading advice from you.
Oh, right. I haven't given trading advice for the longest time.
No, I actually think not to put ourselves in a pedestal, but you and me have seen a lot of shit in crypto. So, I mean, we haven't seen this yesterday. But it just keeps being added to the list of stuff we've seen, and if you're not here since last year, you gotta catch up. It's a lot happening, and the stuff you say in your videos, like sometimes I feel like I've learned a lot, even though I feel like we're close to being on a similar level. It's impossible to compare, right? But we're kind of in the same circles, and I'm impressed with your oh, look who it is. Guess who's lurking in the chat. They call me Dan.
What's up, Dan?
We should actually, hey Dan, hey Asger, you guys are probably still watching. You guys want to do like a 4-way, like a group, like a podcast?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like putting our keys in a ball type of thing and just hand it around.
See whose portfolio. Oh, I would love that. My portfolio is suffering.
Who gets left holding the bag? Yeah,
hot potato. No, we should do a 4-way podcast because I think podcasts are the way to go. It's just like, to be honest, it's a lot less work for me, and I think you guys like it more. not being lazy.
Maybe, yeah, absolutely.
And actually, there's some questions we got to answer in chat. But before we get there, I was going to say that, can you believe that some of the worst videos I ever made were the... Oh my God, the chat is killing me. I'll read it later. Some of the worst videos I made, like with the least effort, the ones I thought do not deserve to be published, are the favorite videos for some people. Can you believe that? And I'm sure you can relate to this.
I don't know. I've never put out a video I wasn't satisfied with.
But there are some videos you thought like were like good enough, but people like fucking loved it. I'm sure there was.
Not sure. A lot of people like anything that I put out. So I don't know what they've liked most. I know they like Fiat Daily a lot, but I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, so quick question from Asgar, In It For Money. Tell us what you guys did before you moved into crypto.
I did a little bit of YouTube, but I was working web chat customer service. So I was on Reddit all day talking to customers online. That was my job.
Wait, you were customer support for Reddit?
No, not for Reddit. I just spent a lot of time lurking. No, it was an insurance company.
Oh, so but you had free time working from home. Yeah, I did the same thing. I used to like do like customer support, you know, minimum wage stuff, and I would just had some like it's actually a funny story how I bypassed like the way you book hours and get the best hours and just had lots of time to lurk. I actually got into crypto because I wasn't doing my job properly and I had too much free time to lurk crypto. And hey, it was the right place, right time. But they call me Dan. Just said crypto daily Satoshi vision. SV. Crypto Daily SV. Like if you ever need to name a channel, just look to the forks. They provide endless inspiration. There's Crypto Daily Diamond. There's Crypto Daily Cash. There's Crypto Daily. What am I missing? Satoshi Vision, ABC. No, Crypto Daily Cash, Satoshi Vision.
I remember that video. It was this Indian guy who was talking about a proposal to Litecoin, talking about how the megabyte blocks are too big, and his new vision is Litecoin Cash. That video cracked me up.
Oh,
it's the first time I heard that.
I think that's the first good meme I saw in crypto.
Yeah. But no, funnily enough, I have been giving a lot of serious thought to starting a second channel that isn't crypto related, and I've been thinking about it in a sense that I wouldn't invite my audience immediately over to it because I wouldn't want the pressure of trying to deliver like I already have on my main channel, but something completely different. And the reason for it is because a lot of people tell me that, like, you know what, if you made videos about history, I would watch them. Basically, something boring, they'd still watch it. So I don't know. I'm passionate about crypto, so I make videos about something I'm passionate about. I'm not sure what else I would create content on. If you got any ideas, but I really am thinking about branching out. Still doing crypto, but something else on the side.
Okay.
If you weren't doing Nicholas Live, what content do you think you might be making?
I was thinking about it so much. There's a lot of stuff that like I'm hardcore developing my personal life, and I think I put more effort into it than most people on this earth, and I can just talk hours and hours about my personal journey in learning psychology, learning human relations, learning of course a big part I got into that was just because of girls, right? And my knowledge of the better sex. And I mean, isn't everything in life about, you know, food, happiness, and sex, right?
Right.
So
my advice then.
Yeah, like just stuff that helped me in life, because I did have a I mean, this is getting quite personal, and you know, I was thinking about how personal I should go with YouTube, because to be honest, like putting your face on the internet and letting people judge who you are is difficult.
big step for sure.
It's
people
like,
don't realize, but
it's almost as difficult as just saying hi to a girl on the street, just letting people judge your actions in public. So it's a big fear of mine. It's like, how far do I want to go with sharing my personal life online? But on the other side, you also got to look at it this way. Everything is online, whether you like it or not. Google is collecting, like, knows more about you than you. Facebook knows more about you than you do. So it's like, you might as well just put it in public. It's like, it's on the internet anyway. Some people have access to it. Why not just decentralize and give everybody access to your life? It's like, then you're not afraid of the big brother anymore, because everyone can be your big brother and you just don't care.
Okay. Good point.
So if you, I mean, would you talk about, like, really, I mean, look, to be honest, like, why not just talk about everything you do, like, in personal life? Because I'm sure people will find it interesting. Like, your life and my life is pretty crazy. I wouldn't compare it to a normal life, would you? Because I know my life is crazy. My life is so crazy. I haven't been home for like half a year.
Someone might not want to share too much about their personal life is the internet's quite vitriolic. Luckily my community seems to be super supportive and really nice, but it could easily not be. You know, you need a thick skin. I get called fat all the time, and actually it doesn't upset me. I'm glad people keep motivating me to get into the gym. I'm trying to get one in my garage at the moment. I'm glad that people give me that motivation. But let's say I was really fragile about my self-image, and someone called me fat and just devastated me, you know, to the point where, you know, I would struggle to make more videos or something. That's an extreme example. I don't imagine that's going to be many, but I guess that's why a lot of people might not want to be more personal, more open. Or another point is maybe they feel that they're not interesting enough for people to care. Like, why would someone want to know about it? I'm not entertaining enough, kind of thing.
Well, it's all an ego trip, because you see some really boring videos get quite popular on YouTube. Yeah. And then you sort of question, what do people actually want to see?
Yeah. Do you know what? I had like really a big epiphany quite a few months ago. So when I started my channel, I went in with it with the idea that, you know, there's some things that I know about the blockchain space that I want to share, like the fact that the atomic swaps is on the agenda, that there's a Bitcoin hard fork coming. It's called Bitcoin Cash. Like, all of this stuff was new, and a lot of it wasn't on YouTube. So I wanted to share that. I wanted to share information that I felt I had. And then it sort of transitioned to, okay, news, this is useful for people. And then this bear market hit. Like, I did a lot of altcoin news. I wanted to help people make money based on the news that I was getting about altcoins. And I think I gave for many months valuable information about altcoins. But then this year I had to really evaluate what I'm doing, because I didn't feel like a lot of it was useful anymore. And I didn't know what to do. And I just, over time, I had this realization that people want to listen to what I've got to say just because it's me. They care about what I've got to say. And that was a really hard thing for me to acknowledge, understand, and accept, because I didn't feel like I was someone that someone should care about. You know, that ego trip. Like, hey, I got something to say. I'm going to put it out there. All listen to it. It's good. 10 minutes, me talking. Like, I really didn't know how to do that until this year. I realized, no, people are going to, some at least, are going to appreciate it. And I think that's a big key in order to do YouTube, actually, is to have that ego trip. If you can still stay humble as well, it helps.
You know, what are the three most powerful words I've ever heard?
Three most powerful words? I don't know.
Yeah, like, it almost brings tears to my eyes right now.
What?
I'll say the same thing to you. You are enough.
Okay.
No, you are enough.
Thank you, Alessandro. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, that's good advice. Definitely.
It took me days to process those 3 words. I'm not even kidding. And for all you guys watching, you are enough. It's as simple as that. It's sometimes we overcomplicate the simple stuff.
Anyway, what kind of should I do gaming? Should I do a gaming channel?
Dude, you ruined my moment. I had a moment here.
Pop. No, not bubble.
No, don't. You can pop my bubble all you want. Just don't pop the crypto bubble, man.
No. I wear a hoodie in almost every video, man. I'm doing my bit. What are you doing? Where's your hoodie? Oh, you're wearing one. Okay. Well done.
Get out of here. You know what the look I'm going for right now with this kind of like ripped hoodie is like if Bruce Willis had hair, how he would look like.
Oh man, you're pulling it off. I see it now.
he's like oh my god, he's like one of my all-time favorite actors. Okay, let's talk about like some positive stuff. Because I just want to like I don't know, like you and me could just talk for hours and you remember the first time we had a Skype call? Do you remember the first time we had a Skype call?
Yeah. Banter for a long ass time. I don't think we Skyped again for a while.
My rib is hurting from laughing right now. I should probably fix my posture. We had like a 4-hour conversation, like 1 a.m. or something. And then like we were too exhausted to talk again for like a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
So I was actually had a good genuine question, but I forgot I was going to ask. Yeah. Your favorite inspiration in crypto, outside of crypto, in life, actor, whatever.
Biggest inspiration in crypto is Dan.
Oh, high five on that one.
And the longest.
High five on that one. Dan.
Yeah.
You are
I guess
man.
After that, Richard Hart. Do you follow him?
The guy who always wears like crazy flashy suits.
Yeah, that's him. He's quite negative, and it was just a breath of fresh air compared to like lots of other speakers speaking passionately about technology. Like I understand, and I fed into that for the longest time. And I'm still a big believer, but I am a super realist that the most thing people care far more than the technology is the money, whether or not they're going to get rich off of it. And I think a lot of maybe even content creators aren't honest with themselves about that fact. A lot of people are like, oh, what's your favorite altcoin? Oh, I really love this project. It's got the most active development team. It's got so many GitHub commits. It's got so many partnerships, but it's just how much am I going to get from it when I sell my bags? Not I'm going to use this platform. I think No Limit Coin was a great introduction for me because I first saw one of the first projects I ever invested in was actually probably one of the most actively developed projects out there, with the most usable platform, with the most everything, and the market, it doesn't value that much. It's hype. It's So Richard Hart gets that. He speaks truth a lot.
Going to the hype, this could be like a really deep rabbit hole, and I just want to peek there for a second. But recently, like NLC2, like speaking about them specifically, and we both agree they're a great project, right? And we both agree it's undervalued. And they recently had an announcement that they're raising 10 million in equity to fund marketing and user acquisition, and that's pure hype. I mean, that's like a tangible hype you can actually like almost feel, right? And there was zero reaction in the market. It moved up 10%, 30% at the best, and then just got right back down where it was. So do people even care? Do people even care anymore? Because
they'll care again when there's a bull run. When it's altcoin season again, they'll care. Definitely. But a lot of people know they're not going to make sustained money right now, so yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you throw into marketing right now. I think it'd be a waste of time. Bitcoin's not doing well. Waste of time.
Yeah.
I don't know. How's your? What do you think about cryptocurrency? I don't know. I think a lot of my passion faded this year. Not because of the prices, just the realization about how much greed is involved in this whole space. Oddly enough, Tether's been one of the best things to happen to crypto, even though everything that it did in causing a correction is actually one of the things that made people a lot of money, which is all people care about. How many people care about using Bitcoin for commerce? It's, yeah, very little.
That's a deep question.
Is it? Is it deep? Are you passionate about the cryptocurrency space?
Actually, this time last year, I was diehard passionate. I lost my passion early this year. I was, the worst time of my life was in January. Never had more money. Can you believe that? I was never unhappier.
And I believe that.
And then early this year, I was just sick of it. I was contemplating quitting everything for so many times. Even like late last year, I was just overworked and I was sick. The market was just so volatile. Like, it was crazy. You would see like some crazy moves, like life-changing moves happen in a matter of hours, minutes. And it's interesting how I actually started losing passion right as things were getting the most profitable.
Yeah.
And then when it crashed, it just double tapped me. It was a double negative, because I already had like lost passion from, I was sick of everything, and then it crashed, and then my actual the reality hit me, and it took me a couple months to just which was actually quite. I did more in the last eight months than people do like in their lifetime when it comes to self-development. And it really was a good catalyst, just hitting rock bottom. So I have passion again. So I feel like, I feel like a phoenix, reborn from the ashes. And I think that's exactly what this crypto needs. Like I feel the ups and downs are the beautiful part. It's hard to see it when we're in the down right now. But when we're in the up, we'll actually, look back to these moments and appreciate them. Like, I'm actually really becoming quite spiritual, and it's the one thing that's keeping me sane. It's like, I don't think the average person just can't handle the stress. Like, look, like seeing your net worth cut in half at its knees twice in 1 year. It's a lot of fucking stress, man.
Yeah, for sure. That's interesting. I'm glad for you. That's really good. Hope that can continue.
Like, if you're looking back, can you put yourself in your shoes 5 years from now, where none of this actually matters? Would you consider this year as a good year in your life?
In 5 years or right now?
Yeah, in 5 years. Doesn't matter what you right now. It's kind of irrelevant, right?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
I mean, aren't we all gonna look back on this time and be like, do you guys remember when Bitcoin was almost hit zero?
Yeah. Do you remember when it was only 4 digits?
Oh, yeah. God.
Yeah. You know what? For me, a recent video that I did, the hash wars one, where I talked about
that was deep
the
video.
fork and stuff.
Yeah.
That really reignited my passion about why I started YouTube, which was explaining like these complex things around Bitcoin. I loved making that. I loved having a platform to express my feelings about it, and I loved doing the edit. So that sort of reignited my passion for YouTube. But you know what? I still really like Bitcoin. I love the idea of a decentralized store of value. I like the idea of it being secured so well. The centralization of mining is a problem. The amount of people that have so many coins is a problem. But when we start talking about everything else, like outside of like Ethereum and you know, a few others of the big coins, it's just I have no passion for altcoins. Not when I know what the usage is, what the usage statistics are at the moment, and that's fair enough. I understand. I don't take it too harshly on altcoins. It's if 0.2%, 0.02% of the world is using Bitcoin, of course people aren't going to be using altcoins yet. But just so tired of the rhetoric of like, well, we've got so many daily users, or you know, this is going to change this industry. Like it's really not. Let's work on Bitcoin, let's work on Ethereum, let's work on EOS, etc., and then we'll see about altcoins. I haven't really talked about altcoins in so long on my channel.
I do have to disagree with you slightly. You know why? I actually got myself using crypto properly for the first time, you know, in forever. Two examples. First of all, I have some, you know, some Czech crowns. It's a currency for Czech Republic, and it's in Europe, so it's European Union. I needed to it's money I needed to send, you know, from one currency to a different currency outside of European Union. So you can't use SEPA transfers. You have to use wire transfers, which are super boring, old world Swift wire transfer invented like many decades ago. And it was such, like, I hate wire transfers. They take forever. And it's like, then you have like one account is in Czech crowns, my account is in euros. It's like, it's so complicated. So I legit told the person, and this person is like, knows nothing about crypto. I was like, would you mind just you know, stopping by this ATM and just sending it in Bitcoin? Because, oh my God, like it's actually costs less to send money in Bitcoin from one currency to another currency in a different country. Not only are banks the most horrible, like, markets for exchange rates, like they rip you off, like it was like a 10% loss just in the exchange rates, and then not even mention the cost of sending the actual like wire transfers, like $50, which makes small transfers irrelevant. Even the huge money, it's okay, but it's still like the 10% just slaps you so hard, and we're not even like starting to take into account the taxes. So I just told the person, like, yeah, there's like a really good ATM, like it's you know, it's really close by to you. You might as well go there. It's the same distance as a bank. They take 0.5% for buying Bitcoin, and I could probably sell Bitcoin for like a couple percent in the local currency in the local country, and I can have money like within 30 minutes or an hour in whatever currency I desire, anywhere in the world I desire. And it was so beautiful. I was like, wow, I'm actually using it for what it's meant for, and it works perfectly. I can explain how happy I am that it exists. How would you send me like even a few $1,000s? How would you send me? Like, how would you send it to my account? If you had one country, I was a different country, you had different currencies, we weren't even the same unions. It's like that's European Union, this is like a different system. It's so complicated.
Yeah, that's a really good example. I actually wondered though for the longest time whether or not it was actually cheaper, because if you were to buy Bitcoin, send the Bitcoin, sell the Bitcoin, when you have fees at both ends.
Oh man, the fees are nothing compared to what banks take. Like, even if in the same currency transfers, they slap you with a fee. It's so horrible. Like, nobody reads the fine print. Nobody actually like looks at the small, like the small like changes. Like, and sometimes they slap you with a fee like a couple days later, so like you don't even notice it in your bank statement. It's so horrible. I can explain how much I hate with all my guts the current system. Not even to mention some horrible experience. Like experiences I wish nobody has, you know, with banks and PayPal and God, do I can just make videos and videos of bad experiences I had.
Yeah, I worked for a bank once upon a time, and actually one of the first things that attracted me to cryptocurrency was the fact that it was an alternative to them. So I really like that rhetoric, but also understand that it's not exactly ever going to replace one, sadly, Bitcoin, because, you know, you'll always need banks, you'll always need loans, you'll always need...
even if banks didn't exist, somebody has to own the actual ATMs, right? The actual Bitcoin ATMs, it's still centralized ownership.
Yeah, true.
There's no such thing as decentralized Bitcoin ATMs as far as I'm aware of. It's just like the banking sector. There's a bunch of competition, but they're all centralized.
Yeah, decentralized ATMs, it kind of sounds like a hippie dream.
Yeah, decentralized ATM. Crypto hippie's wet dream. And the use case number 2, I'm not even done yet. So
okay.
For the first time in my life, I found myself addicted to a game. In the longest time, I had game problems. I was an addict way back, and I avoid them because they're addictive. And I fell in love with a game called Steam Monsters. You can check my Steemit account, Steemit/@Nicholas Live, and you'll see all the transactions I made on that for Steam Monsters. I actually put a lot of money into it. A big percent of my net worth is actually holding digital assets. Assets.
You're such a millennial.
Assets. Well, they're actually cards. Like, let's just be real. It's just cards that have no real world use case, but can give you amazing time playing this game, and you can win easily, get like high levels in leaderboards and win rewards using these expensive cards. So yeah, I do see the future, and yes, I am looking at it from a biased perspective because I really like the game, but the Steemit blockchain, which this runs on, is so beautifully working. It works better than most blockchains that are way better funded and try to do like simpler things, but just can't get them done. And Steemit is around forever, and man, they have like more transactions than like Ethereum and Bitcoin combined or something. It's crazy, or close to it. And the 3-second confirmations, like I can send you a card and it's officially under your possession within 3 seconds. I can buy a card off the market. I can sell a card on the market within seconds. This is like what blockchain is meant to be, and it's actually tied to your Steemit account. It's verified pure ownership of a card, and it's fixed. You know exactly how many cards are in circulation. You know exactly who has what cards. You know exactly what the market prices are. It's all decentralized. You don't even have to use their interface for the market. You can outside interface for market. There's already third-party marketplace interfaces. So it's an interface for a dApp. So it's a dApp that exists for a very short time on Steemit, which is a small altcoin. Like it's still top 40, but it's relatively small to the big guys. And like you just puts things in a perspective how beautiful crypto is.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's a dApp. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah. No, I don't mean to be down on cryptocurrencies. It's not. It's still something I feel a lot of strong feelings towards. But yeah, just a bit more of a realist about the situation now, I would say.
Aren't we all? I mean,
yeah. I mean, before the bear market ensued, though, even if things were still going up, I'd be so much more realist. Like, yeah. But anyway.
Alexander, yeah, I'm actually not in Amsterdam. So Nick, how's Amsterdam? How's adoption there? I was in Prague. Prague is like, you believe it or not, it's the underground capital of crypto. They have so many goddamn ATMs, like hundreds of ATMs in that one small city. It's like a couple million people, and hundreds and hundreds of ATMs. So many options, so many places to spend your money, and like the lowest fee I paid for an ATM was 2% sell, 0.5% buy. It's quite low compared to the most of the world ATMs in this world for crypto. And yeah, I never was in Amsterdam, but I was a bunch of places in Europe. So Europe is you can actually. I was in this remote place in Russia, like a place you never heard of. It is literally smack in the middle of Russia. Getting there is so difficult. It's like one flight to Moscow, one flight from Moscow to Kazan, and like a 6-hour ride to this random city, middle of nowhere. Like nobody heard of this city ever. It actually has over 1 million people. Super civilized. Has a Bitcoin, like 2 Bitcoin ATMs over there. 2 Bitcoin ATMs, and it's a really good price actually. It's like 2% up, 2% down, I think, for the fees. So it's pretty average. So like the rate of like if a city has over 1 million people, I bet it has at least one crypto ATM, at least one. Anywhere in the world, you name it, a country, anywhere. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think the UK has something like 150.
In like the whole country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably stretched it. It's probably like a 100 or something ATMs just in Prague.
Really?
Yeah, and it's funny how that's irrelevant. Nobody tracks the amount of ATMs in the world. Nobody like that. There isn't a statistic you can easily look up to find the number of ATMs in this world. It's like nobody actually looks at the real world, what's happening in the real world. People are just so stuck, on the most meaningless stuff ever. I mean, I'm not gonna pick fights with anybody, but Tron, what has Tron done? And the people talk about Tron way more than some real world option.
They got the hype right. They know how to hype.
I guess. Dude, that was like 50 minutes. We have 12 people watching right now. Well, thank you for being here with us.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry, it's not a little bit more of a positive one.
No, it's real. Like
I literally just, like an hour ago, just wanted to check in on Nick and see if he was doing okay because of the market. And yeah, I don't have many friends heavily invested into cryptocurrency, but I figured Nick was one.
Oh, talk about bad financial decisions. Like almost every dollar in my personal ownership is no longer dollars. It's in some type of crypto.
Yeah, man, I always had too high a percentage until recently. Actually, it was the percentage was stupid. I should invest more in fiat. But in terms of bad financial decisions that I've made, I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, but a long time ago, I had an email from a company asking for sponsorship. I was like, okay, well, what do they want? They were blockchain cats. I was like, what is that? This is well before we had ever heard of digitized things on the blockchain. It ended up being CryptoKitties, which I passed on from confusion. But they were going to offer like 5 original cats or something, which would have been, I don't know, mega money just to cover them in a video. But yeah, strange lesson to learn, I guess.
I actually paid like over around $1,000 for one single card.
You've got a cat?
No, for card for the sea monsters.
Oh, really? Man, you must like that game. Do you like have a high win ratio?
Dude, I'm like top 5, top 10 leaderboard.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the guys in like number 1, 2, 3, are hardcore guys. They play like thousands of games. Like I play a couple hundred. That's it, which is still pretty hardcore. But no, I genuinely believe like this is the first real and feasible, tangible, possible, huge real world adoption game that will actually spread outside of crypto. Because I can see people like playing this not knowing anything about crypto. Like you can buy starter packs with PayPal, with Bitcoin, Litecoin, anything, credit card. And
all right, are you shilling your packs now?
I'm shilling the whole ecosystem
because
if Steam Monsters goes up, so do my card values. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course I've interest in it because I fucking love it. Like I put my money where my mouth is. So Crypto Daily informed and funny, love his shows. That's Dr. Crypto coming from the chat.
Thank you, Dr. Crypto. Maybe No Limit Coin should have a new game, card games.
Well, we know some OGs from over there are watching. Guys, go spam the NLC to Slack. We want card games.
That's a lot of development, balancing and whatnot.
Oh my God, I was so because once you release a card game on blockchain, it's really hard to do updates unless it's centralized. Well, actually, Steam Monsters is centralized at the moment. It's about to be decentralized into multiple servers and multiple people who are running nodes and shit. So it's like once it's on the blockchain, that the hard part is like forking, like actually balancing the cards. So I was so surprised how perfectly balanced some cards were. Because
well, I can imagine they just don't go to like crazy. You know, they don't make the spells or the effects too crazy, so there aren't, you know,
no, there's so many possible combinations. You will be surprised of how much you can stack or counter spells. Like the top three or four guys in the leaderboard change their teams like so often. They just change their teams nonstop, and it's so hard to it's constant battle of out countering each other. Like the high level games are so goddamn difficult. I see myself as quite competent, and I feel like I have pretty amazing knowledge of this game after, like, you know, doing it for a week, because I'm really hardcore of anything I do, and yet I find myself impressed by some things people do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Enough shilling for Steam Monsters.
Get your packs down below. PayPal link in the description.
I'm pretty sure they have affiliate links. Maybe I should post one. Hey.
Yeah. It's 12 watching. It's 12 referrals.
I'm actually gonna do that. You know, because I actually believe in it. So if you guys haven't tried it yet, use my link. You will support this channel, and you know. I might trick Crypto Daily to show his face here one more time. It's so funny. You're calling me on Skype, like, hey bro, you actually send me a message. You're like, are you okay? I'm like, oh, you got a minute? Want to call? You're like, you got a call. I'm like, oh, you want to do some quick podcast? I was gonna do a podcast anyway, so I just baby stepped you into this live stream.
Hook, line, and sinker. Thumbnail, title, tags. Yeah. Fell for it big time.
Why is it not working? I can't put a link in my own chat. What? I'll just put in the description. You guys deserve to have a chance to support me.
My goodness.
There you go. Wow.
Okay.
If you look at the graph of people watching, it's a really good upward trend. You know, if
people watching.
Yeah, it's growing quite steadily, and it's at 13 people now, and if we had infinite amount of time, we could reach the entire YouTube universe at this pace. Nice.
Yeah, for sure. What goes up stays going up.
All people wish that would happen.
Yeah.
Okay, no more sex jokes.
All right. Shall we have like some wrapping up thoughts? I suppose one thing I wanted to maybe discuss was the fact that what if we go much lower and it becomes that second opportunity to get in? Because when I first got in, Bitcoin was $2,500, and you know, if only I bought more. I personally am not worried about the market recovering. Not financial advice, guys, but we've seen it happen so many times where Bitcoin goes up, down for a long time, up, down for a long time. This is like this 5th or 6th time since its inception that we've seen that line. So are you in any way, Nicholas, excited about Bitcoin going lower?
I'm so excited. You know why?
You're so excited? You sound it.
Because I did the stupidest thing ever. I bought a really expensive laptop with like, I was like half a Bitcoin, and and then Bitcoin crashed. And then I just gave the laptop back, took a refund.
Okay, I'll do you one better. I bought a really expensive laptop, like crazy. It's like more expensive than my desktop. It died 2 days later. It's still a very expensive paperweight. I need to get it fixed, but
Can you just get a refund?
I bought it from the States because the States was the only company it's basically a desktop powered. It's got desktop components. It's very thick. I could not buy it anywhere in the UK, and it died a day later.
Oh man. Oh man.
Got it. I think I need to replace the motherboard on it.
Okay, time to express my concerns with Apple. You know, I actually the first laptop I got had got a broken screen, a fresh, like unboxed Apple expensive MacBook laptop got a broken flickering screen. Returned it, get a second one. It's overheating and stuff. Has problems with like downclocking or downcycling the CPU because of the heat. I don't know how that's the term.
Oh yeah. I read about that.
It was like i7 or like i9 or all those problems, right? And yeah, I was so happy. I was like, now I have a reason to return it, and Bitcoin crashed. Now I have more Bitcoin. So
I don't buy anything Apple. I just don't like the I don't like the ecosystem. I don't like the what you get for your money. Not in comparison.
This is amazing. The iPhone, it's time to shill Apple stock, guys. Buy Apple stock. That's the
buy Apple stock. Link in the description.
If you use my link, I will give you a 0.01%.
I might even own one share one day.
No, like the phones impressed me. I was a diehard fan of Android for such a long time. I tried Apple like a couple months ago. My Android broke. Was in love with Apple iPhone ever since. But MacBooks, I was so disappointed.
Man, we got distracted so quickly.
You were supposed to end this like 20 minutes ago. What were you saying?
I was final thoughts. Cryptocurrency, second chance. What do you think?
Oh wait. We have some more comments. No. We can't end now. What can I do sometimes? Okay. Blah blah. What do you guys think about this being a possible terminal shakeout? Okay, that's one possibility. This is the most likely outcome if you look at the graphs. So that's Brian saying he's quite good in TA. I've been looking at his calls in the Slack. And Dr. Kripper says back delayed hash wars and BCH drama. Legard IMF FUD. I'm not sure what that is. What is Legard IMF FUD?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Investigation in Bitfinex, Tether manipulation. Seems like a perfect storm together. Too much to be a coincidence. You just talked about this in your video. Yeah, pretty much sums it up.
If someone else is saying it? I don't believe in coincidences. It is a lot. It is a lot to be a coincidence, if it is. Absolutely. It's a lot.
I believe, if it can be done, it's being done. And, if I was rich, if I had billions and billions, I could probably call up a media company, be like, hey, guys, do you mind just releasing some bad press at this date? I'll let you guys come to my next party. It's got to be like lots of models and stuff. I'm sure this stuff happens all the time. And if I was stinking rich, I would probably do it. I mean, let's be honest, guys. If it can be done, it's probably being done somewhere, somehow. And but it shouldn't be a game of us against them. It's just people doing. It's people looking at their own self-interest. You can always bet that people will care about their self-interests, and if you can look at it that way, then you might be able to see what's the self-interest of the people who are also in the boat with you. Because if it was 10 people trading crypto, it'd be quite easy to predict. But it's millions of people. It is lots of big and small fish. Everyone thinks differently. Lots of people think the same. It's really hard to catch all the moving pieces. It is close to impossible. You can do so much. You can align some stars with lots of power and create moves. But the ultimate destiny, can you really change it? Can you change the ultimate destiny of Bitcoin? Can this actually change anything in in the long term, in the long game, can you actually do anything? Can you stop this train?
Roger Ver would say yes.
But even if you killed crypto, even if you banned every single ICO, even if you outlawed saying crypto out loud, people will just make a rehash, a twist or some type of change, minor or big, and just try the same thing again sooner or later in some shape or form.
Crypto's not dead. Crypto's not going anywhere, my friend.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I mean, even if quantum computers cracked Bitcoin, which is quite unlikely in the next couple of years or even decades, what does that do? It's one code. It is one algorithm. There is hundreds of algorithms out there. There's graphene. There's just basic proof of stake. There is the Peercoin proof of stake. There's graphene. There's graphene's like EOS, BitShares, Steem. Then there's like the basic proof of stake coins. There's like NLC2, which is kind of an older system, but it's super efficient and like it's almost impossible to crack. And then
as far as I'm aware, there's already an eventuality for it, as and when it's needed. A Bitcoin update can be put through, which would protect it from quantum attack. But conservatively, they'll put it as and when it's required, or just before. Not too far in ahead.
I mean, even if you're late, it's just like so what? They get crash assisted the network, and if you just airdrop or fork into like a new functioning chain, and all your Bitcoin is intact, people will be happy. They don't care what shape or form it is.
Yeah. As long as I got my money and it's gonna go up, I don't mind whatever you're doing to it. Basically.
Exactly. And
all Bitcoin Cash holders right now.
Okay. Oh my god, the comments are getting really juicy. All forms of Bitcoin have lost their sexiness, so break out the XRP hookers.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that in my chat for the longest time. And then you see XRP being the most resilient in this dump. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Do you hold any XRP?
Are you insulting me? Talking to me?
Talking to me, man.
No, do you? Wait, do you hold any XRP?
Somewhere. I bought like 250 coins back in the day when they were like 25 cents or something, 20 cents.
Oh, man.
But I still don't think that's a lot of money at all. I don't know where it is. I think I lost them.
So you effectively burned a supply of XRP. So you're actually helping them. How dare you?
You're welcome. I'm pumping your bags.
You pumped XRP single-handedly.
That's the reason it went to $3, man.
Guys, let's end it right now. If there's anything you should take away from this video, is that you should buy XRP.
You laugh, man, but fundamentals are strong.
First, they laugh at you. How does the saying go? I forgot. Like the first, they oh god, I forgot.
Mahatma Gandhi. Oh. Who knows? But he was definitely talking about Bitcoin
or XRP. Okay, guys, take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research, and I hope you guys enjoyed this hour and 10 minutes of your life.
I'm sure it was very illuminating. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, and make sure to tell us how much you like this and what would you like to see in the next podcast. Or do you even want to see podcasts again? Do you hate them? Please give us a dislike so we can judge your emotions. And give Google more analytics to give you perfect ads.
Don't forget the referral links in the description. We have Apple. We have Steam It packs.
Steam Monsters pack. Gotta say it properly. Bye.
Yes. Take care.